dos, y un, dos, tres, y... Bueno, sí. Camina. Rico, rico, rico. Y como dice mi coro que sigue ahí. Escucha mi salsa buena, abre la ventana.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another video. What's the date? The date is Wednesday, the 1st of July. Does that mean we're halfway? No, that means we're 1 month past halfway through the year, doesn't it?
No, it means we're exactly 6 months in.
Oh, we're exactly 6 months into the year 2020. It's been a great year, hasn't it? Not really. But we can make it better. Let's make it better from now on, hey? And one of the ways I'm going to do that is by telling you all about my diet and how I aim to not get back on track, because I wouldn't say I've completely fallen off the track, but I just want to tighten it up a little bit, you know, get a little bit stricter, start counting my calories, start tracking my macros again, and get a really solid workout routine in, which I will tell you lots about later in the video. But first, I am going to go and do some cardio, fasted cardio. Fasted cardio was something that I did a lot last year in the lead up to our sort of Bali holiday, which is when I feel like I got sort of in pretty good shape. It ended up being like 4 or 5 times a week, which I'm not going to do at the moment. It's going to be way more moderate than that, probably about 3 times a week, and for just 30 minutes at the moment. And we're going to see how that goes. Oh, and I think I just forgot to mention, this is a what I eat in a day vlog, so it's going to be me just showing you all my meals. I'll show you how to make them and give you the calorie breakdown and all that, and yeah, that's it.
Camina. Rico, rico, rico.
So I had a little visit from Megan during my little cardio session. Oh, you see my sweat dripping. That's how nuts I am. Yeah, had a little visit from Megan, and she was not happy with these dirt marks. She was like, no, you clean that up, dirty mother. So, let's say that, clean it up, eh? I just told them about what you said to me when you came in. You were like, no, you clean that.
Yeah, I definitely didn't do that.
No, can you say it now?
Mal, you dirty little scoundrel.
Cool.
Clean that stupid floor up.
You idiot.
You idiot.
No, you're looking very majestic today. Look at this squashed. Ooh, she's a Sharpie. Now it's Bluebell. So for breakfast I've been having 1 rasher of bacon, a toasted bagel, and then 2 egg whites and 2 whole eggs. So basically just separated the yolk from the white in 2 of the eggs and then just 2 normal ones in. A knob of butter. Oh, and the reason I do that is just so I can get a little bit more protein from the eggs, from the egg whites, without adding too many more calories or fat content. And then I get a little bit of butter, literally not very much at all, and it's real butter, like that much. I do track it in my calories. I never actually weighed it out, so let's see what it weighs. 5 grams. 5 grams of butter. So butter goes in there, wait for it to melt. Whisk up your eggs. Eggs in on a medium heat. So I'm going to give you a little lesson on how to make good scrambled eggs. This is the wrong pan actually. It's not my non-stick pan, so if this goes wrong, it's the pan's fault, not mine. But you just want to be stirring it constantly like this, you see, as the eggs start to cook. Keep going, keep going. Scrape it all around, make sure you're stirring every single little bit of the eggs. Keep going. So this only takes about really 2 or 3 minutes. Doesn't take long at all. Keep stirring, keep stirring, keep stirring. Okay, now the eggs are looking pretty much cooked, so you take it off the heat. Just keep stirring it a little bit, just to make sure it is really all cooked. And then it's ready. There you go, nice fluffy scrambled eggs. So that is just a nice little clean way to make your scrambled eggs without having to add loads of butter or I don't know, some people add creme fraiche to scrambled eggs and stuff, which is not as clean as this version, and this version is still really nice. And I've also been experimenting with ketchup, as you know. I'm onto the Sauce Shop ketchup, which is very nice as well as that Wilkin & Sons Tiptree one. It's nice to just switch it up from your your typical Heinz. Not that there's anything wrong with Heinz, it's the nation's favourite. But yeah, I like experimenting. And so yeah, this is obviously my first meal. It's about 11 o'clock now, so doing that fasted cardio delays the first meal, which helps if you are cutting on your calories. You know, it gives you less time to go hungry throughout the day if you put your meals into a smaller period of time. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to enjoy my first meal, and then I'll check in with you guys for meal number 2 of the day. See you in a bit. So meal number 1 of the day takes us to 550 calories. Macro breakdown: protein 34 grams, 24 grams of fat, 44 grams of carbohydrates. And then as a kind of, I guess you call it a mid-morning snack in between breakfast and my proper lunch, maybe like an hour and a half to 2 hours after my first meal, I'll have a protein smoothie. You've probably heard me going on about these a lot, but I'll show you anyway. It's really simple, and I've even inspired some other people to get into smoothies, haven't I?
Can you make me some?
They're just really good because it allows you to get your fruit in really easy, and I've said it a million times before, but having frozen fruit in your freezer is so much better than having a pack of raspberries that's going to go mouldy within 2 to 3 days and not eating them.
It's just not fresh.
I've heard Jamie Oliver say there's still just the same amount of nutrients in frozen fruit as there is fresh.
I always wonder that.
Yeah, because they pick it and then they freeze it straight away, so I don't think it makes a big difference in that regard.
It's probably not as cheap though, is it?
Yeah.
Is it not?
It's like £2 for all that. Like, you pay £2 for a little pack of fruit.
Yeah, I guess.
It's a no-brainer, guys.
Can you make some for me, please?
Rock, paper, scissors, I make it or I don't. Ready? 3, 2, 1, rock, paper.
Scissors.
Oh no, I lost. So I'm just going to give you measurements per serving, so bear in mind I'm doubling up the quantities because Megan wants a smoothie as well. Surprise, surprise. So it's 250 to 300 millilitres or grams of milk, and then I like to put about 150 grams of the frozen fruit, remember per serving. We've got summer fruits today, which isn't your favourite, is it?
Banana and strawberry is my favourite.
And then 1 scoop of protein, and then 15 grams of peanut butter. Cheers! Right, so time for meal number 3 of the day, and I'm calling it meal number 3, although it is basically lunch. I'm calling it meal number 3 of the day because it's 3 PM, so I feel like if I called it lunch, people would say that's a bit silly. But obviously, like, take inspiration from these meals and you can copy them, you know, word by word, ingredient by ingredient. But in terms of like timings, and even like timings of when I did the cardio, it's not going to suit everyone's lifestyle, so that is very individual and personal, and obviously work out timings for you to suit your lifestyle and, you know, when you go to work and stuff like that. Luckily I work from home, so that can be a little bit more flexible. But yeah, meal number 3 of the day, lunch sort of. This is the meal that I was talking about in my last vlog, one of the sort of everyday meals, which I'm going to start sharing more of on my Instagram. So it's just a Cajun chicken breast, teaspoon of olive oil, Cajun seasoning, and a chicken breast. And then I've got 269 grams of sweet potatoes chopped up into big chunks, which I'm going to add a teaspoon of olive oil to. Teaspoons, it may sound a little bit pedantic, a little bit particular, but I don't want to like add a tablespoon if I'm only really needing to use a teaspoon, because I'm just going to be using up unnecessary, well, I'm not even going to be using unnecessary calories. It's just my calories aren't going to be that accurate because I'm putting in the wrong quantities. But MyFitnessPal makes it really easy. And yes, I am still using MyFitnessPal to track my calories. I did try, because you know, I've got this Fitbit, I did try to use the Fitbit's meal tracker, calorie counter thing, and I tried to log like 2 things in one day and it didn't have it on the database, so I was like, well, that's it, you're gone. Fitbit had a chance, but they blew it with me. So I'm back onto MyFitnessPal and I've got all my old meals logged in there, which makes it easier and it's just a lot quicker. So yeah, chicken breast, Cajun chicken breast, sweet potatoes going in the oven for about 30 odd minutes. I just check on them to see when they're done, and I'll make a little side salad to go with that, and it will look a little bit like this. I don't know why I did it like that. There you go, that's the breast, and look, when it comes out the oven, look, it's still sizzling, and you can roll it around in its own juices. Almost like basting, I guess. Same effect as basting, except it's not whilst you're cooking it. And so this is what it's gonna look like. Looks pretty bloody healthy to me, but also at the same time delicious, which is what I really aim to achieve with these everyday meals that I'm posting on my Instagram. So you might have already seen this. It's basically exactly the same as the one I posted on my Instagram, and literally takes 5 minutes to prepare, if that, 20 to 30 minutes in the oven, and then you've got a delicious, healthy, high protein meal. Perfect for anyone who goes to the gym, who's into fitness. Perfect source of energy from the chicken, the sweet potato, and a little bit of salad. And then this sauce is from that same brand, the Sauce Shop. Look, that one, the Sauce Shop. Yeah, it's not a Sauce Shop ad, I can assure you. I'm not being paid by the Sauce Shop. I bought this barbecue one first, this orangey one, and then liked it, and then saw some amount of ketchup and thought, well, I'm experimenting with my ketchup, so I might as well try that. And they're both nice, so I would recommend both. So that takes us to 1,319 calories for the day, 120 grams of carbs, 48 grams of fat, 99 grams of protein, and a big pajama Megan behind me.
You were gonna say that.
What's up? You want me to help you paint?
Yeah, I do, when you're done, but I was just gonna say to you, Phyllis from next door sent me an email.
Saying what?
That our downpipe is blocked.
Oh dear, our downpipe's blocked.
Why did you knock on the door? I like it. You like Phyllis because she's got Popsy the doggy.
Gym mirrors finally fitted. They were literally installed earlier today. Now I can finally get a good workout in because I can look at myself, and yeah, that's the third time I made that joke today. Sorry that I'm a bit out of breath because I'm mid-workout. I'm not actually going to show you exactly what I'm doing for my workout today, just because I showed you quite a lot of my workouts in this particular room recently. But I am doing a back workout, doing some rows, and yeah, so today is back day. I thought I would take this rest time, so I've got about 50 seconds left of this minute and a half rest time, to tell you a little bit about my workout routine. So I've gone into a little bit of depth with my nutrition. So obviously I'm counting calories, tracking my macros. I think in terms of the goal number of calories at the moment, anywhere between 2,700 to 2,900, so I'm in a slight deficit, and 3 times 30-minute sessions of cardio per week. And then in terms of like my workout routine, it's going to be a fairly simple split, I think. So what would I start? So I'm doing leg day on Monday at the moment, and then yesterday was Tuesday, I did chest and shoulders. Today is a back day, and then tomorrow I'll probably do arms. So that's 4 days, that's everything covered, and then I'll have an extra day to either do some more leg work or maybe some more shoulders. I'm quite keen on getting my delts up a little bit at the moment, and then so cardio, obviously I mentioned that, and then as well as that I will be doing more core. I was really lazy before with core, and this is like part of what I'm talking about with wanting to feel like I'm in good shape year round, rather than just sort of bulking, looking like shit for like 9 months and then looking good for like 2 or 3 months. I'm going to avoid doing that, and one of the excuses I made in my head because of that mindset was that I don't need to be doing core, I don't need to be doing ab work when I'm not trying to get lean, which is a bit silly really, because like your core is so important, and just for overall strength it's so important. One of my goals that I've decided to myself, my fitness goals, is to be able to sort of see abs year round. Just, you know, it's not essential, like, and it's a bit vain and it's an aesthetic thing obviously, but it's just something to work towards and something that will be a good gauge of whether I'm staying disciplined and staying on track how I want to. So yeah, abs and core chucked in as many times as I can. So if it's a day where I'm just doing cardio, I'll definitely be doing abs and core. I did some abs with my chest and shoulder workout yesterday. If it's like legs, I probably won't. And today, oh, shut up. If it's legs, I probably won't do core. But I'll do core at least 3 or 4 times a week and just keep that ticking over all year round. I want to get a really strong core, and as I say, I want to be able to see abs year round. So this clip's 3 minutes now, so my rest time's too long. Not too short, too long. But yeah, I'm going to do this and then I'll show you what I'm making for dinner. And yeah, all good in the hood. I am absolutely starving and Arsenal are playing right now, so I've got an incentive to make this really, really quick. So basically we're going to have the Nando's chicken wrap, which I'm sure you guys have seen before. So I'm not going to really go into detail on that. But one thing I did want to show you was my amazing crunchy Asian salad, which I actually developed as part of an article, I think I can say about it.
Yeah.
So Men's Fitness asked me to do 4 summer salad recipes for their magazine. I think it's coming out in July, so you'll be able to get it soon if you want to see me in Men's Fitness. So one of them was a crunchy Asian salad, which I actually did with tempeh, but because we're having the chicken wraps, I'm not doing the tempeh. But the salad is still pretty much the same. And one thing I really like about this, and one thing that I haven't done yet but I am planning to do, is just make a big batch, like bigger than here, like double the quantity of what's here. Just make a big batch of it, put it in a Tupperware box, and then split it into like 4 or 5 meals. So, you know, like look at all the different colours, like that's so healthy, all the vitamins and minerals. You know, health nutritionists, they say you should try and get like a good variety of colours in your diets, and that's what this is achieving. So I'm going to make a big batch of this each week and have like 4 or 5 portions of it throughout the week. And you know, I'm a bit rubbish at eating salad. Like we tend to just chuck the salad on the side, don't we?
Yeah.
Which is, it's not the best and it's boring. So I've got about half a red cabbage going in.
I thought you were zoomed in, Jesus.
Was it zoomed in?
I just thought I was trying to come back to look at and seem like a normal view.
And then radishes, which they're not really an acquired taste. They don't taste so much. They're just a little bit bitter and peppery. I like them. They're nice and crunchy. So there's about 4 or 5 radishes in there, and then I've got about 3 or 4 carrots. I don't really like this. It doesn't really matter, to be honest, in terms of the quantities. Just get as much as you can in there. I'm already running out of room in that bowl, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we're gonna add some oil. So ideally I would use sesame seed oil because this is a sort of Asian inspired recipe, but I don't have it and I haven't been able to get it for weeks in Sainsbury's. Come on Sainsbury's, what's going on with your sesame seed oil? Have you run out of sesame seeds or what?
The sesames are out.
The sesames are out. So I'm using avocado oil. About a tablespoon of that.
That was a big tablespoon. It's a waterfall.
That's what chefs do. I've seen Jamie Oliver do it. I've seen Gordon Ramsay do it. They're like a tablespoon and they just overflow the spoon. A tablespoon of rice vinegar, which is going to add a little bit of tartness to it. Tartness. And then 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Oh, fuck it. Tablespoon of honey.
Not a tablespoon, huh?
It's about a tablespoon of honey. And then you just want to get a lime and then get some of that lime juice out into that. And then, and then I almost forgot the spring onions, which I'm going to put in like that. Now this is really going to be fun mixing it up, isn't it? And then I would season it with a little bit of salt and pepper. Just a little bit of salt because we've got the soy sauce in there. And then we can get stuck in. Come on! Look at that. So easy to make too.
Just eating some leaves over there. Soz rabbit.
It's so nice and fresh though, and it's so crunchy.
Yeah.
Obviously a perfect summer salad recipe. And as I said, make a big batch, put it in a Tupperware. Get 4 or 5 servings out of it over the week.
Yeah, I need to try it properly.
Yeah. So that's that. I'm gonna make some chicken wraps and I'll show you that in a second. Would you like some of this? Do you want a bit of chicken wrap? Yes, you do. Look at that face. So that is meal number 4 of the day. To be honest, I could probably do some sweet potatoes and I would have done them, but I didn't have them in the cupboard. But it means maybe I can have a little snack after this, a little post-dinner snack. I think that's called pudding by most people actually, isn't it, Bluebell? Try out this little salad recipe. Bloody awesome, I love it. It's nice, it's sweet, it's tangy, it's crunchy and bloody healthy. So ticks all the boxes for me, and the Nando's chicken wrap ticks all the boxes for me as well, and it's super quick and easy to make. One thing I did want to mention is that on the weekends, because we're talking about, you know, my plan of action, my strategy, and what I'm going to be doing day to day in terms of my workouts and nutrition, on the weekends I'll be working out, probably only one day. I'll definitely either take Saturday or Sunday off, just because I want to. Don't know if you heard that, Megan sneezed, and it sounded like she was literally being attacked. But I will probably take a break from counting my calories and tracking my macros on the weekends, and instead do what they call intuitive eating, which means you're not throwing caution to the wind and saying, I'm just going to eat everything I can. You're going to eat intuitively, so you're going to try and stay on track, try and stay, you know, make sure you're getting a good amount of protein in and not going really over your calories, but you're not going to actually be tracking it. So that's just a good way to give your brain a little relax and reset for the new week. So yeah, intuitive eating on the weekends. Okay. I literally just finished my dinner and I got myself thinking about this banana bread. So it was supposed to be a chocolate chip banana bread, but the chocolate chips melted and it became just a chocolate banana bread basically. I have posted this on my Instagram. You can check out the full recipe. I'm gonna have a slice of this. I believe the macros are 224 calories per slice of that banana bread, 29 grams of carbs, 9 grams of fat, 3 grams of protein. So, you know, there are carbs, there's calories in it, but to be honest, like, this is what I'm talking about, building a sort of sustainable diet and routine. I don't wanna have to cut things out like that. So, and I don't, and you don't either. So, if you wanted to be in shape, you don't have to cut stuff like this out. But you just have to make sure you have stuff like this in moderation. So chocolate banana bread, check out the recipe on the gram, on my IG gram, my gram. So final meal of the day, as you saw, chocolate Weetabix with chocolate brownie, my protein impact whey protein, just 1 scoop. So a nice high protein way to finish off your day, and a nice little sweet touch as well. I also did have a naked bar, you know, naked bar, like it's spelled N-A-K-D. I had the Berry Delight one, I believe it's called, or Blueberry Sundae. Do you know what it's called, the blueberry one? It's blueberry muffin. Blueberry muffin, yeah. That blueberry muffin, that's my favourite one. That's my favourite one. They're really nice, and I think they're quite healthy little bars made of real fruit and nuts and stuff like that. And then yeah, finish off with basically whey protein and a bit of cereal. It does change up sometimes. Sometimes it's Cheerios. I'm on Weetabix at the moment. I used to have Weetabix as a kid. It used to be my favourite breakfast and dessert kind of thing as a kid, with sugar sprinkled on top. But yeah, I think that's me done for today, guys. It's actually getting a bit late, isn't it? The time is 11:45, so if you are wondering whether I care about meal timings, I don't. I'm very flexible with it, and I don't have a cut-off point at all with like when I finish eating. If I was, say, doing intermittent fasting, then you have to worry about it more, but I'm not. Maybe in the future, if I was to like do a proper cut, I probably would do intermittent fasting. Maybe like an 8 or 10 hour eating window. What's going on here? Kisses. What's that, Bluebee?
A little teddy.
Sleepy. She does look like a teddy like that, doesn't she? Yeah, I think that's pretty much me done for today. I told you about my training routine. It's basically a normal split. And one thing I did want to clarify is, so I was doing low intensity today, but I do definitely intend on doing more high intensity, because I just want to be fit and healthy all round, not just
fit.
Yeah, but you know, like when you do a really hard circuit. No, I'm not even talking about I'm talking about real health, like cardiovascular health. When you do a really hard circuit, like it does make you feel really good. So it says 2,542 calories, so I'm slightly under what I said, to be fair, but I'll probably make up for that tomorrow. One thing that you can think about with calories is, rather than doing like your daily intake, you could do a weekly intake. So if you go under one day, you can go over another day, or vice versa. So that's another way you can approach it. The macro breakdown: 252 grams of carbs, 88 grams of fat, and 179 grams of protein. So protein's fine, and carbs and fat, I'm really not that fussed at the moment about what the particulars are with them. Like, they'll just sort themselves out, really. The main thing is the calories and the protein intake.
I got white in a day going up tomorrow.
Whoa, so you can watch hers, and then this will be up Monday, so you would have seen hers maybe 3 or 4 days before if you watch both of our videos.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I hope it's been a bit less of a silly vlog, and you know, it's more of a sort of fitness educational video. So I hope you don't mind that, and I've had a fun time showing you guys what I've been up to, eating and working out. And that's me done for today, guys. I shall see you in the next video is going to be a cracker, so make sure you tune in for that.
And then the one after that.
And yeah, there's a lot of exciting stuff, so stay tuned. Oh, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give the video a thumbs up, because you just bloody should, shouldn't you?
Press the bell.
Press the bell. Whose bell? What?
It's the bell.
Oh,
It's the
okay.
notification bell.
See you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.